Okay, so as somebody pointed out in the comments of the YouTube video, you wouldn't use Crisis Punch with the new Hydreigon EX to take an extra prize because Crisis Punch only works when they have one prize card remaining. But, you know, I knew some things were going to slip through the cracks like they're a butt, but, you know, I thought it was going to be, oh, I forgot to cover one of the cards or one of the Pokemon in the Black Bolt and White Flare video. No, it was the fact that, yeah, you wouldn't use Crisis Punch, you'd use Blindside. So, like, you can use Blindside. It's not good, but you could use it with an Ignition Energy to take 2 prizes on something. But yeah, that's about it. It's Garchomp all day. I did a little bit of testing. We're definitely going to make some changes to the list. Like, the Watchtower hasn't done much. I faced a Golden Go Dubwool deck. So, Arven's Dubwool and whoever's Dubwool, Hop's Dubwool. And guess what I never used? Guess what I never found until the end of the game after they'd used both of their Dubwool? Guess which card would have been perfect for the matchup if it had shown up early? Okay, so yeah, we'll make some changes. I got the Munkidori with the Toedscruel. We got the Froslass. We got all the lists that I showed off in the video that For the Win ended up copying. So it should be fun. Crisis avoided. Well, no, because the video is already live For the Win. As you know, you've already watched the whole thing. You've already devoured it like some toes. You've got some nom incisors on those toes. And Ryusham, thank you. I appreciate it. And never gonna let me down. I'm trying to focus, okay? You know, you can't just whack off all day long. At my age, you have to be a little bit more focused. Boshi, that's not even good. That was terrible. I've started Roselia every single game. This deck plays no supplemental card draw, so hopefully they mulligan a bunch. Hey, it's Golden Go again. Of course it's Golden Go again. Why wouldn't it be Golden Go again? Okay, well. Hey, we didn't get a supporter. Yippee. Oh, they're playing the Sizzler build. Uh-oh. Oopsie daisy, damn straight. So, fun fact, I do have a Toedscruel build that really helps in this matchup, but guess what? Guess what's not here? Yeah, I don't know why it's back-to-back Golden Go today. This is kind of weird. I guess my only course of action is just thinning out the deck as much as possible. So we'll get some stuff out there. Okay, Jaw, that's not very nice. Okay, you know I don't get drops. I drop pants. I don't drop free cards. Okay, that's not very nice. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, so I think I have to play with my balls here. I think that's the safest call. We play with our balls a little bit. And then I have no abilities. I don't think the 20... Is the 20 damage on the Scyther going to matter? I guess technically it will, and this does allow me to retreat. So we'll just go for a Spikes thing. The nice thing about Garchomp is the Gabite. Okay, because I haven't changed it. Gladiator, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. You know, you're the Russell Crowe to my Maximus. Wait, wasn't his name Maximus? You're the Russell Crowe to my fighting around the world. Ah, there you go. But Gladiator, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the words. Agility. Oh, they're not going to flip heads. They flipped heads. All right, so they're protected. That's fine. I really probably wasn't going to do anything this turn anyways. But it's nice to know that the next 7 cards in my deck would have been not supporters. That's always fun to know that the next 7 cards in your deck were not going to be supporters. I missed the Dwarvis stream. Well, I've got good news. It's going to be uploaded to YouTube very, very soon. Okay, so yeah, there's no reason to go for a Roserade here. If they take a knockout, that's actually not good for us. Surprisingly. Surprisingly, it's not good if they take a knockout. But, I mean, we do have it, right? We are pretty well set up. I may as well just go for a Spikes thing to annoy them. And FM Boss, Cynthia's Garchomp's your favorite deck. I will admit that there's some things wrong with it. And Big Smooth, still love watching the #1 PDCGL streamer and YouTuber of 2022. And YouTuber. But yeah, Cynthia's Garchomp, I've noticed that, you don't need 4 power weight, you don't need 3 Spiritomb. The Team Rocket's Watchtower, we're not really in a meta like Japan, where Team Rocket's Watchtower is as important. And Mark, yeah, you should come watch Trust Your Pilot, because at least when it comes to my drops, you just type in Destined Rivals 25 and you get free stuff. You're never gonna let me live that down, are you? You're never gonna let me live that down. But yeah, Garchomp just has a lot of good tools to it. It doesn't have the one perfect list. And thank you for gifting a sub to FM Boss. And yeah, I was not live yesterday. I'm sorry. That video, who would have thought that previewing over 100 cards in one video would take a lot of time? Not me. Clearly, I only have like 600 YouTube videos or something. Who would have thought that it would have taken, that much work? Okay, so they're just going for a TM evolution. They're letting me take the knockout. Now, Golden Go is a very bad matchup. Yeah, 9 seconds a card. And Oscar, it's the move I perfected in high school. It does, especially when they're freshly lotioned too. So yeah, Golden Go is a horrible matchup for this deck, but we're just never going to draw a supporter with this deck. That's just kind of how things are going to go today, is we're just never going to draw a supporter that we need. Okay, so since we're knocking out the Scizor, wait, why do they have a Teal Mask Ogerpon in here? Is it just for like Garchomp or something? Okay, so we don't want to overload our hand too much. Okay, so we have... Roserade has a 1 retreat cost, so this is fine. I mean, the Ultra Ball, I wish that Nest Ball was still in format. Or, sorry, not Nest Ball, Level Ball. I wish Level Ball was still in format. That would be so busted. All right, so we're going to have to put the Garchomp into play just because I need to maximize my draw here. And then let's go for a Spiritomb. Actually, we're gonna keep the Spiritomb secret and we're gonna keep it safe, okay? We're going to go for another Gible, because I want them to quake in their boots. I want their booty to be shaken, not stirred. And they've got to release 2 different sets. I don't think they'll screw it. Oh my god, we still don't have a draw supporter. I don't think they'll screw it out, because it's more or less just 1 set split into 2. It's not 2 sets, at once. It's 1 main set split into 2 smaller sets. The best play is to Gabite these nuts. All right. Thanks, Clan Burglar. Wait, is the Teal Mask Ogerpon seriously just for the Garchomp? But you have to get like 7 energy on this thing to knock out the... I am so confused. Yeah, I mean, they'll definitely screw something up, because there's some very wacky abilities, like the Archeops ability, where you just suck all of the butts, where you just devolve your opponent's Pokemon. That's going to be weird. There's the Mandibuzz that takes a Pokemon from their hand and slaps it down. There's the Alomomomomola that takes a basic from your discard pile and puts it on the bench. So there's just a lot of like brand new effects that haven't really been seen. And then obviously we're getting reprints in Black Bolt and White Flare with Tool Scrapper, so they can't screw that up. We're getting I call them legality refreshes for energy retrieval and Pokégear. So I mentioned this in the video. Typically it's in base sets where we see... Why'd they put the Cleffa down? Typically it's in base sets where we see stuff like Pokégear, energy retrieval, some balls to play with. Like we get reprints and refreshes and stuff in base sets, but the Gen 10 base set's not arriving until March 2027. So they're just being like, I'll just get it over with now. Which makes sense. I don't hate... Ooh, they don't... Oh, crap. I've made an oopsie. I've made an oopsie in my pants, but so have they. All right, so we have Roserade. Now, this is a nexus point here. How do we do this? Because as you'll recall, I thinned out all of my energy to try to play the game, and we were mightily punished for it. but we're also in a situation where I want to take a knockout, and we can just body this Golden Go. The Fezzendipity's on the field, but I feel like it makes more sense to just knock out the Fezzendippity right now and just go power weight, retreat. Yeah, we're just gonna... And here's to many more years in the cult. But I think this makes more sense, right? We need to take a 2-prize KO this turn. Those are all... Still haven't found an Iono. We prized at least 2 Arven. Have I even checked the deck? Like, I've checked the deck, but I haven't checked the deck. Let's make 4-prize Pokemon. I am surprised they haven't done 4-prize Pokemon, just like, you know, a 4-prize marker, like a V-Star marker, but for 4 prizers. You're like a Mega Evolution marker. I am very surprised we haven't seen that. But Jetty, thank you for all the subs. So, you know, against a deck that has all the card draw in the world, and we haven't played... Like, look at our discard pile. This is why Garchomp is good, right? I have 5 energy in the discard pile. I haven't played a single draw supporter. But Corkscrew Dive, which is the move I used on I Am Legend's mom last night, and then I made her do a Draconic Buster... it just works, right? The Gabite finds all your Pokemon. The Garchomp draws you cards. Apparently you don't need to play draw supporters in this deck. So for the win, I don't know if you discovered this while playing it for your video, but Garchomp, you don't actually have to play draw supporters to win. Isn't that crazy? So the reason that I was like, oh, this is a Nexus point, is that I could have attached and gone for a Draconic Buster and knocked out the Golden Go, but I think knocking out the Fezzendippity makes more sense. Your deck played wait, you played 3 Crispin? I think I'll have to check my list. It's been a long time since I built the Froslass build, because I know you probably got your deck list from my video previewing all the best new decks. Because, you know, that's where you get all your ideas is from me. But, so this is an interesting situation we find ourselves in here. Because they have the Ogerpon setup, that's fine. Yeah, this deck farms Fezzendippity. They got the old gold. The old gold, that's not it. It's, where'd it go? Where did it go in the stack? And never gonna let me down. I am not jealous of For the Win's, oh God, what are they about to do? I am not jealous of For the Win's view count. I'm jealous of my opponent who's about to get bodied by a Spiritomb. I was like, oh, I gotta do thinking. I have to, you know, prep my deck and do all this thinking and all this crap, and oh, I gotta activate Countercatcher, or I can just put a Spiritomb into play. Or I can just put Spiritomb down and, oh yeah, we're fine. All right, so let's go. We're gonna burn the Poffin. Let's see, 3 Spiritomb is way too many. Let's just be completely honest about that. We definitely go for an Unfair Stamp here. The question is, do I bother putting a Power Weight on a Spiritomb, or do I just put it on, I think I put it on the Gabite. And then we go Arven for Fighting Energy. We can't use the Stretcher. It's very important we don't do that. And then I should have a TM Evolution. Yeah, oh, we got 2 TM Evolution. That's... only nerds use TM Evolution. All right, so then we go Unfair Stamp. We knock out the Golden Go because of the Roserade boost. And again, this is why I like the... Oh my God. We still haven't seen an Iono. How is this physically possible that I have not... I have 4 Iono. We haven't seen a single one. We have what? 11 cards left in deck? I have yet to see a single Iono. All right, well, we're doing 320. Yeah, we need to... You don't need 3 Spiritomb. I'd rather have an extra Night Stretcher. Yeah, there's a Pokégear. We're guaranteed... Wait, are we guaranteed? Yeah, no, actually, if we use this Pokégear right now, there is a chance we don't get a single Iono, because the bottom 4 cards of the deck could have been Iono. But since we're going to draw our top deck, we're guaranteed to get an Iono off this Pokégear. Yeah, 3 Spiritomb. Remember, you go crazy at first. It's what I always say. You got to whack off before you slack off. You know, you got to be crazy. You got to see what doesn't work before you can find out what works. and they hit me with the first Iono played this game is a butt breaker. No, I did not like that. I didn't. I mean, technically this is good because it'll put them down to 2 cards. But this isn't how it was supposed to go. But oh no, we just need an energy. That's all we need is an energy and we win. Actually, we don't need a whole lot, because if they go for the Garchomp, then we lose. But if they go for the Spiritomb, then we have 2 turns. So I can attack with this Garchomp. So if they don't find a counter catcher, we just punch them in the butt with the Garchomp. Yeah, you wanted Iono. You got Iono. Why are you complaining? So as long as they knock out my Spiritomb, we are totally fine. But I think this means they're not going to be knocking out my dude. I think Garchomp's surviving. We haven't seen a counter catcher though. But imagine losing to a Garchomp deck that doesn't play a single draw supporter. Like, look at this. When have you ever been winning 4-1 against a good deck? Oh, this is easy. This is GG territory right here. And I told you we should have put the power weight on the Spiritomb and forced them to spend an extra energy. But now they have to take 2 knockouts to win. And I just need 1, and I can knock out the stupid I can knock out the wait, that's so boring. I never played Iono. That's so stupid. I never played Iono and we won the game. I'm gonna bust. I'm gonna bust all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna bust. And we're not gonna use Spiritomb. Even though Spiritomb is the ultimate move, we're gonna Draconic Buster all over the place. Oh man, stop. You're gonna make me Draconic Buster all over the place. And Shiny Ray. Hey, I already have you subbed for the next year. It doesn't matter if you're here or not. So it turns out you shouldn't play Iono because Iono is a useless card. I mean, I just won this game 6-3, and I didn't play a single Iono, so clearly draw supporters are useless. Yeah, new meta, no draw supporters. All right, so let's fix this a little bit. Heart of the cards meta. So we're gonna cut a Spiritomb. Let's go cut a power weight. Let's have 2 rare candy, I think. And yeah, the Watchtower did absolutely nothing. Can we be completely honest? The Watchtower did nothing. I know there's gonna be matchups where I'm like, oh damn, I wish I had a Watchtower, but like it did nothing. You only need 1 tomb, but what if you prize it? Huh? What about that? What if you prize it? This is a Spiritomb build. You can't build a Spiritomb build of Garchomp. No. Yeah, never gonna let me down. Well, the thinking there is... The thinking with taking the tower out is that I faced Golden Go double in my testing, and I didn't get either of my towers until the end of the game after they'd used both double. Yeah, I'll either prize the Watchtowers, or I'll just never find them when I need them because you don't play a way to get them. And as Golden Go is always a good deck. Golden Go will never not be a good deck because it can one-shot everything, it can play with its balls, and it can draw. So it can one-shot everything, it can draw a bunch of cards. Like, it can beat Charizard, right? It can beat Charizard easily, it can beat Dragapult easily. It just, you know, I think when... Yeah, Golden Go is just old reliable, right? It's what I call I Am Legend's mom. That's what her name is in my phone. Just old reliable. I found the magic player. And Goku, 2 Cloths and 58 fighting energy, and you have proof? Okay. And has Golden Go ever won a regional? Yeah, you would assume it has. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be a cunning linguist here. I'm gonna have to use all my cunning to win this matchup. even with Ethan's on the rise. Well, I mean, that's obviously a terrible matchup, but no, Golden Go's just really good against other 2-prize decks. Right? It's always going to be playable, but it's never going to be the top deck. Just because it has 260 hit points, you know, if, like you said, a Fire Weakness with Typhlosion is really bad. Has a Moongus even been entered into a regional? What are you, Batman? The bane of my existence? I guess they're... Everybody, we may have a potential problem on our feet here. My opponent attached a Fire Energy to a Cleffa. If you're going to tell somebody you're about to use a TM Evolution, you attach a Fire Energy to your Cleffa. All right, so I think I want to go for the Rescue Board first. Now the question, you know, this is an interesting question. Or interesting answer? I don't know. I think I honestly retreat into a Gible. Right? Like, call me crazy, but call me maybe. I think I retreat into a Gible here because I'd rather have an energy on a Gible than have an energy on a Roselia, right? And I can just go get double Gabite, and then look what's going to happen next turn. If they do if they do a Cleffa or a TM Evolution play, then I can just evolve the Gible into Gabite. I take a free prize on the Cleffa, or I can, you know, get a Rare Candy. If I top deck a Rare Candy, that'd be pretty goated. But I think you want to have your energy on your Gible. You don't want to have your energy on your Roselia. Like, Spiritomb to get an energy is fine, but that's obviously like a later game card. You're not going to use Spiritomb. I mean, you can't use Spiritomb right away. So after a few games, I'm starting to really learn Garchomp. And yeah, the more I play it, the more I like it. Obviously, it has major weaknesses, and I'm not talking about grass. See? I told you. I told you we were going to do it. So, hang on. We actually can get double Roserade here. So if they just evolve this into a Charmeleon, I just bosses the Charmeleon and knock it out, and they concede. Because I'm an expert game player. Are you gonna let me have my way with you? Oh, they got the Zard. Crap. And why double Gabite and not one Gabite, one Roselia? Is it, Pixel God, is it the same? Wait, did they just... Oh, they've made an oopsie. They've made the biggest of oopsies in their pants. But does it matter? You'll have to let me know if it actually matters, but does it matter? we got the Rare Candy. Oh my god. Oh god. We got the Rare Candy. That's insane. Okay, yeah. Now things have changed. I think. I don't know. I'm so happy right now. That is amazing. And we just bosses the Charmeleon and just end the game. Because if they just had a Fire Energy, they would have potentially won. But now we win the game. Yeah, we just go bosses the Charmeleon. Easy clap. Why is the Roserade so dark? So yeah, Pixel God, you'll have to... Oh, God. Oh, yeah, we got Team Rocket's Watchtower. Pidgeot player. You know, my opponent's a Pidgeot player. They're about to be big sad. But yeah, that was crazy. I mean, obviously, if I got in like a power weight, then the Gabite would have survived a Pidgeot attack, so that's not a big deal. But that's a great turn, and I don't think they're here anymore. I said it has its weaknesses. Its weaknesses is that it takes 2 energy to do anything, but you're manually attaching 1 at a time. So you're really only doing, you know, 100 to 160 damage with Corkscrew Dive. And then matchups like Raging Bolt and Golden Go are really bad for the Spiritomb build, because Spiritomb relies on your opponent not taking knockouts. You don't want your opponent to knock out a Garchomp, so you don't want them to, you know, be able to do more than 400 damage, which, again, Raging Bolt and Golden Go can do. So it's like you want to have a Toad Scroll in the deck, a 1/1 Toad Scroll, because that bodies Raging Bolt and Golden Go, preventing them from getting back their energy. Okay. I guess this means they're going to get a Poffin off the Pidgeot, but then the Team Rocket's Watchtower is just going to be hilarious. Oh, you know, just a good old Team Rocket's Watchtower to the face. Okay, so... Wait, what? Did they just quick search? What? What? Okay, my opponent is really grasping for things to do here. They're really grasping for what they should be. Okay, so Team Rocket's Watchtower, get wrecked. And then Earthen Vessel, Ultra Ball, useless card in this deck. Ultra Ball is the worst card in this entire deck. Now, here's another interesting situation we find ourselves in. Do I take the knockout with Roselia? I think the answer is no. And I think what I do is I just attach to you. We go Iono to... Do I want the Garchomp? I guess I do want the Garchomp. Right, like I just want to thin out the deck a little bit. And yeah, we want the Roserade, sorry. We want the Roserade. And then we do want to keep this Gabite a Gabite, just in case. I don't know what the just in case is, but who cares? And then we go, Iono, you don't have a Pidgeot. So the Watchtower, you know, right when I think about getting it out of the deck, it's probably going to come into handy. It's going to give me a big handy right here. I mean, do I just... Nah, we just Corkscrew dive. And we got our first power weight. Of course, as soon as I cut down to 3 power weights, we can't find any. Grimmsnarl is a really bad matchup. Oh yeah, Grimmsnarl's tough, especially because you're relying so heavily on Gabite. But the thing is, you can put Reversal Energy in the deck and allow your Roserade to do, what, 300 damage? So if they're not careful, their own Froslass would knock out their... Oh no, sorry, 280 with a Reversal. So that is somewhat of a bit of spice, is you go Roserade. So you cut out the Spiritomb, you cut out everything else except just Garchomp and Roserade. And you have like 5 fighting, 2 reversals. And then this guy can deal with Charizard, it can deal with Grimmsnarl, it can deal with a couple other things that I'm not thinking of. But it's just no one expects the Roserade. Yeah, people are too bland. No one expects the Roserade. Okay. I guess you're bringing up the Gabite. You can't knock anybody out. But this was total domination. Okay, they're going for the Spiritomb, and then they're knocking out the Watchtower. But I think the damage is done already. I don't know how they can recover from this, because all I need is a fighting energy, and then the Pidgeot's knocked out. Oh, this is great. Can it deal with Amoonguss? No, Amoonguss could actually beat Garchomp, but Amoonguss would have to flip heads. Actually, no, Amoonguss cannot knock out a Garchomp with a power weight, so Amoonguss is the worst. Uh-oh. Oh, they gave me everything I needed. Thank you. So they're playing with their balls again. I think we're okay. I think we'll be totally fine. And yeah, I did do an obligatory TCG Pocket mention in my Black Bolt and White Flare preview video, where it's like they're giving us a card on the same power level as a TCG Pocket card. And that's End's Plot. Oh, it's just a Double Dawn. Cool. Double Dawn. Who doesn't want a double Dawn? Double down on a Double Dawn. I love that sound. Speaking of blasphemy, Blacephalon and all the Ultra Beasts, are there any Ultra Beasts in Standard right now? Because I don't think there's any Ultra Beasts in Standard, and that makes me big sad. Like, there's more Ultra Beasts in TCG Pocket Standard than there is TCG Live Standard. That makes me not happy. And then I think we just Gabite a Spiritomb and be like, oh, you got rid of that one Spiritomb? Guess what, baby? We got more. We got another one. All right. I'm gonna bust all over the place. I mean, I do have a Night Stretcher, and I don't really want to give them extra cards. I mean, yeah, I think we just take the 2 prizes, right? I know they have a Zard in their hand, but I don't really mind, because how much damage is the Zard doing right now? Like, it's doing a lot, but it's not doing 4 hundo. Gargalon EX. But yeah, there's no Ultra Beast in Standard, right? That's what the TCG Pocket set made me sad about. It's like they get Ultra Beast, but what do we get? Yeah, they lost their maximum belt too. And yeah, somebody did point out in the last gameplay video that where I was complaining about how there's been 4 dragon types in the last 350 cards when you count Black Bolt and White Flare. Is that, well, to be fair, there's only, 4 pure dragon types in black and white, but it's like they could have made Hydreigon a dragon type, right? It's literally in the name, so they could have given us 7, but it's the fact that Destined Rivals has 0 dragon types in it, and then Black Bolt and White Flare has 4, and it's like, why? Oh, God. Why would you bring dragons back and then just be like, oh, we already gave you Raging Bolt and Dragon Bolt. We already ruined the meta. We're just gonna stop for a little bit. We already ruined the meta. We can take a breather. Good job, everybody. We ruined the meta. We can take a break. Well, I don't think that counter catcher is gonna do a whole lot, but it actually could win us the game. They also have a Rapska. Okay, so this is another reason why I really like Garchomp, right? They Iono you to nothing, but if they can't knock it... Oh, I win. This deck is cracked like a butt. What the hell? How is this deck so good? Like the Spiritomb. I told you, the Spiritomb is a goated card. I didn't realize how goated. Right? It's just, if you can't do 400 damage, what's your game plan? You don't attack. I prized my A-Spect, we still won. God, this deck is so much better. You might say I'm having a blast with this deck. That's the title of the YouTube video, because in Japanese it was like Dragon Blast or Draconic Blast was the translation, but then they traded it to Draconic Buster. But I choose to say it's a blast. All right, let's what do you mean they created Clefairy? We have Clefairy. We have Clefairy at home. All right, we got that 100. Hey, what's For the Win at right now? How many trainer points does For the Win have? I bet you not enough. What level of the battle pass is For the Win at? I bet you not a cool level like me. So yeah, let's switch over to the Froslass build. Let me just refamiliarize myself with this. Okay, so we have a 2-2 Froslass, a 2-2-2 Garchomp. So it's Badoo Froslass. I'm not sure about the Shaymin. We have 1 Crispin. There are 0. There's the Power Weight, and that's about it. So we could Jock off a little bit, but I mean, that doesn't seem necessary. I mean, I'd rather probably have 2 Crispin instead of the Jock, but yeah, it's just the Power Weight is the only thing. Yeah, the Power Weight's the only thing. He's winning at life? No, he's not winning at life. He copied my life. No, I'm not jealous of For the Win's view count. It's great to see people getting views. What's the point of Jacques just for Froslass? Well, and for Gabite. Because it's like when people asked me when I was the only PDC GL streamer and YouTuber, what's going to happen when everyone's forced to come over to live? And it's like, well, everyone's views are going to go up because it's a rising tide lifts all butts, right? So the better that For the Win and Little Dark Furry and everybody do, the better it is for the rest of us, because it gets more balls on the screen. So it's like, are you upset that For the Win is destroying you in views? No, because it's trickle down economics. I haven't done any work or looked into it, but I'm pretty sure that worked really well for America. Oh wait, is this the Armarouge build? Wait, they have a Latias. This has to be the Armarouge build then, right? Because you're not putting Latias and Macargo. Well, I guess maybe if you start the Ho-Ho. I think Ho-Ho in general gets better with Air Balloon, because it's like then you don't need Latias in the format. But Like, I showed you a snow runt, and you're putting all your butts in one basket? Oh, yeah, this is definitely Armarouge. Yeah, this is Armarouge, but... So the good news is that we know this is an Armarouge deck. The bad news is that my opponent isn't doing very well over there. The other bad news is that I'm not doing too great over here. So let's go for Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and we're going to Mountain Badoo them. Unfortunately, I think I'm in a situation where I have to give them the Artisan. I definitely don't want to give them the Artisan. We have another Gible. We have another Gabite. I think the Snow Runt's going to be more better here. And then we go Rescue Board. But yeah, I don't want to give them the Artisan because that gives them a Char Cadet, but I want to be able to get an energy attachment on a Munkidori this turn. So it's like, you know, the lesser of two evils. And Scott Evil is the smaller of the two. All right, so we just Itchy Balls. You like the Armarouge engine? It's on the list. I will get to it. And never gonna let me down. Thank you for dropping your pants and DMing me a picture. So, I mean, it's a calculated risk, but look at this. We already have game on board. I know their Ho-Ho heals them with their attack, so we will have to deal with that. Heals 50 damage from each of your Pokemon. But they're not... Gally, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. But they're not going to be able to use it every single turn. Right? As long as we can just knock them out, we'll be totally, totally fine. And we do have, you know, another dude. And do I think there's hope? There's always hope. If you believe in each other, there's always hope. All right, so we just get another Badoo, I guess. Or no, we just, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the game plan is here. We're probably going to have to sacrifice somebody. Alrighty. This is going great. So I think we're just going to retreat. I don't think this is going to be a win. And yeah, we appreciate you. And this matchup, you might say I'm in pain in this matchup because Ho-Oh is really bad. If I could just draw cards, we'd be fine. But right now, I'm in a lot as pain. I don't know. I tried to make, because Spain has the word pain in it. If you've yet to do it, you know, we have drops here. All you got to do is type in Destined Rivals 25 on PDC Jail, and you get 2 free cards. You get a Meowth and a something. You get 2 great cards. How can that be bad? And FM Boss, it always was. I do wonder what changed, but remember, they made the PDCG. Oh, crap. Yeah, see, Ho-Oh's great. They made the PDCGL Twitter account 3 years ago. So they made it the day, like the day it came out, or like a month after it came out. So they're gonna give me the hands, but they don't have a way to knock out a Garchomp. But I also don't have a way to put a Garchomp into play right now. And Walking Plane, it's on the list. Don't you worry. It's possible. It's not good, but it is possible. All right, so I guess give me a rare candy. Don't give me that crap. All right, well, let's go. I think it's an easy strat here where we just go Maractus, Corner, Gabite, and then we get a Froslass. We go Gabite, Froslass. They have no idea what's about to happen to them, by the way. They think they're safe. But like Ralph on the school bus, you're in danger. You're in big danger here, buddy. Well, I mean, they can't just knock me out, but that's fine. I don't care if they take a knockout of a Maractus, because we can win somehow, probably, I hope. We can win somehow, probably, maybe. Uh-oh. No, we're weak to fire, so they just knocked us out anyways. Yeah, they still haven't paid for a check mark. You know, we'll get you a free Twitter account, but we won't pay you for a check mark. You know, the main account retweeted it. The main account retweeted it. We know you exist. That's enough. Okay, so they can't retreat. That's good. They will be able to just knock us out. That's bad. But, I mean, is there anything... I have to get a good top deck here. Like, an Iono would be great. An Unfair Stamp would be great. An FM Boss? Well, what if they don't? What if they don't have a bad release? You know, I had a bad release last night with I Am Legend's mom, but... I'm trying to look at the board. There was some exploding needles. I fired off, and I don't know. But it was a bad release because I failed to fire off, and I hit her with golden feather. I don't know. Bulkiest pick, welcome in. We're doing terribly. Yeah, what if we actually did? You know, like I said, I'm never going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Ooh, wait, why would you get rid of your best cards? I'm never going to give them the benefit of the doubt until they make PDCGL up to the level PDCGO was at before PDCGO shut down. Mods, can you please ban I Am Legend for using bad language? This is a family-friendly channel. We don't allow that kind of stuff here. So, unfortunately for them, if we just knock out the Armarouge and they can't find another Armarouge, we win the game. And also, we might just win the game because they don't have enough energy. Thank you, Clan Burglar. I appreciate you. All right, well, let's just thin out the deck. Apparently, this deck just never gets supporters. Okay, here we go. Here's what we do. We play with our balls. That's always step one. Step two, we evolve into this guy. I'm not confident. Oh, wait, we don't even have another fighting energy. We might not have another fighting energy. So let's go attach to you. We're going to drop to 6. So I think it's fine to put you into play. And then, yeah, we're just going to Earthen Vessel away that... Yeah, we don't really need anything. Like, I could Draconic Bust all over the place, but I don't think I want to. And then we just get rid of 2. So let's build up the Ho-Oh. That is what I am choosing to do. Because if they're going to heal everybody, then it only matters if I build up somebody. All right. And Oscar, oh, we know Oscar. The Oscar goes too. Okay, so they're in a position where they need an Armarouge, or they can, you know, somehow build up a Ho-Oh and heal a bunch of people, but then I can, you know, maybe blow them. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, it's on the list. Everything is on the list. You know, it just depends if I do a full stream about them, if I do a video, if I, you know, test it and decide it sucks. Just there's a lot of things I want to do, and I can tell you right now for the win, earmuffs for the win, and they got an Armarouge, and that's probably game. But tomorrow, I can tell you right now, I am doing Team Rocket's Hypno tomorrow. I don't know if it's one person with multiple accounts or what, but okay, that's great. But you would not believe the amount of people who have been saying, "Oh, Pilot, you should play Team Rocket's Hypno. That's a great card. You should play Team Rocket's Hypno, Pilot. Oh, that'll be great. You'll have so much fun, Pilot, with Team Rocket's Hypno." So we're going to play the stupid Team Rocket's Hypno tomorrow, and I'm not going to get a YouTube video. I'm going to get yeah, there's a Rocket's Hypno. It's terrible. But that's what we're doing tomorrow, okay? Because everyone asked for it. Okay, they managed to get a bunch of energy back into play. That's less good. But wait, did I get rid of, what does it do? Oh, it's very convoluted. Okay. So this isn't a knockout though. They're only doing 150. You're only doing 150, bro. That's not a knockout. Okay. Interesting. I was not expecting things to go this way. So, can I get an Iono or something? No, that would make too much sense. That would make way too much sense to get an Iono here. All right, so we go Cynthia's Power Weight. I think I Night Stretcher for a Fighting Energy. My odds of winning this game are very, very slim. But, you know, why not try, right? Why not try to win? So if I mean, we don't have what we need. What do I got in the deck? I don't think there's anything in the deck I can get item-wise or anything else-wise. Like the Unfair Stamp, the De-Evolution. Yeah, the De-Evolution doesn't mean anything. The Unfair Stamp doesn't work. There's not really anyone to countercatch her either. I'm just gonna we're just gonna research, okay? I don't think there's any chance of us winning this game. So we're just gonna research and regret everything. All right, well, 1, 2, 3, and then I guess we get the damage off of this guy. Okay, and then retreat into Gabite. I guess I countercatcher the Armor Rouge, because at least it forces them to do something. And E-Rich, oh yeah, this is just one of many ways you can play. You can play it with whoever you want. There's a million different Pokemon you can pair with this archetype. But this is pretty standard. You know, you got the Latias, you got the Ho-Oh. It's just finding out how many Ho-Oh is correct. The Clefairy, I'm take it or leave it on the Clefairy because you have to play Luminous Energy, and Luminous Energy, you know, you can't search for in this deck. And Ryu, oh, I'll show you, don't you worry. I will show you what it does, and you'll be like, wow, that card's terrible. And we have a floating damage counter. Great. Yeah, it can deal psychological damage. But it's a coin flip deck, but if you flip 3 heads, it's 240, and you look at my opponent's board, I'm knocking out every 2-prizer on their side of the field with 240. And against an Area 0 deck, you basically just win, right? If it's an Area 0 deck and you can fill up their bench, they're just about to retreat those Luminous. Yeah, they're going to retreat the Luminous. And they got the Ho-Oh attack. Do they realize they're about to sacrifice? Oh my god, the 10 damage on the Gabite is the difference? That's painful. The Froslass on the Gabite damage, that's pain. All right, but they have given us a win condition now, though, right? Like, they don't have a backup attacker, and I'm about to Iono them to 1, so we are definitely inside them right now. So, yeah, let's just double check the deck here. Don't want the Badoo, that'd be bad. So we have 2 Stretchers. We do have a Darkness Energy. We have a De-Evolution and a Fartazon. I'll just burn the Poffin again. So I think, realistically, I should just attach that. Go for the quick Iono them to 1. I know they have Mew EX and everything, but we just have to knock out the Ho-Oh, and we should be okay. My goodness, okay. And then, yeah, we'll just get rid of that. The Shaymin, I mean, I think if they have it, right? Expert commentary from Trust Your Pilot. I think if they have it, then they have it. All right, so we have to put 3 on that guy. And then, yeah, let's heal this guy again. So we do want to put some stuff on you. And then, yeah, the Ho-Oh. We have to knock out the Ho-Oh. That is 100% for sure right now. And then we just go Corkscrew Dive. My odds of winning are so low that I didn't bother going to get the Munkidori. Like, they just need one card and they can win. There's another Iono, so we're putting him down to 1 again. But yeah, the Mew is kind of goated here. So I think I win next turn. Right? Because we can knock out an Armor Rouge, and then we knock out, what, the Terapagos or the Iron Hands? Okay. They still need 2 energy. Oh my god! Wait, they didn't even use the Mew! They didn't even use the Mew! I gave them everything they needed! Oh, don't they realize they have it? Okay, now you're just being a butt face. I gave them the Nest Ball, and then they top decked the Energy Retrieval. That is pain right there. Okay, so I did see a streamer do something funny, and the PDCGL Twitter account replied to them, so that was really weird. So I think if we go one at a... Oh, no, I just want to go one at a time. No, I don't want to collect all. I just want to collect this one. No. Why are you being like this? No, I just want to collect one. Damn it. Okay, so it looks like we have to collect all. The Durant had a Luminous Energy on it. So they could have just won. All right, so apparently you can move the Ethan's Adventure. So this is gonna take a second. We have to get to the Ethan's Adventure. I don't know exactly how this is gonna work. Oh, no, you can. Yeah, you can. So this is a great new feature they introduced with PDCGL. Look at this. Look at that screen tearing right there. Isn't this a great new feature that they added to the game? Isn't this better than, being able to select cards from your deck? This is the best feature they've ever added to PDCGL, is just taking your cards off the screen. I don't know. All right, so I clipped it. I clipped it for your amusement. So it's like, they replied to it, so it's like, this is by design. This is, they went out of their way to add this feature. I don't understand who's in charge of this game. Who is in charge of this game, and what are they doing? All right, so everyone just click on it. And we want that to get new views. We want that to get as many views as possible. And Hutch, there you go. Yeah, so much better than a stable client. What do you think the tweet should be? So it's like PDCGL, fixing years-long bugs? Nah. Flinging cards off the screen? Hell yeah. So what about PDCGL dev priorities? Fixing years-long bugs? Nah. Flinging cards off the screen? Hell yeah. I think that's better. Okay, so we have a Cleffa, but we don't have... Well, we do have an energy, I guess. So let's go... Badoo. What's in our active? A Munkidori. So we prized a Gible and a Snorunt, and it's Ho-Oh again. And I'm just being honest. You can't... don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Don't hate the player. Zard Ho-Oh. Actually, that's not a bad combo either, because it can heal your Zard if you're in a... if your balls are getting pinched. Uh-oh, I should have gone for the Cleffa. I regret everything. Should have gone for the Cleffa. Well, let's just put a Cleffa down. And I sacrifice money for all of your entertainment. Don't forget that part. Okay, so let me see. Where's my notes where I have Ho-Oh with Froslass or whatever? Ho-Oh, Froslass, Ho-Oh, Armarouge, Ho-Oh, Charizard. Because you can heal your Zard. So it really helps against Munkidori and stuff. And King Super Specs? Absolutely. Garchomp is great. All right, they're going to call for family. That's great. When I call my family, they never pick up, so I wouldn't know the feeling. So yes, the tweet is out. Everyone, go get it to 10,000 likes. If it gets 10,000 likes, I will DM everyone feet pics. Ah, yes, a second counter catcher. Exactly what I wanted right now. How did you know that I wanted a second counter catcher? Okay, so they have a Pidgey with 2 energy. They're gearing up to absolutely suck my butt. Let's go power weight on you. And then we may as well just get the power weight and get the basic energy and hit him with the old itchy balls. And King Super Specs, yeah, the Spiritomb build is great. I'm not as sold on the Munkidori build because it seems like, you know, Grimmsnarl is better. I know For the Win just uploaded a video, but For the Win, again, got the idea from me, so it's not like it was an original idea. So it's just, it feels like I'd rather this was a Froslass Munkidori Badoo deck, or I'd rather this was a Garchomp deck. I don't want it to be Froslass Munkidori Badoo Garchomp. It just feels like it's way too busy. Like that actress from Cougar Town. Okay. This is fine. Lots of abilities on that side of the field. It'd be a Shaymin if something happened to him. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be a Shaymin if something happened to them abilities of yours over there? Wouldn't it be a Shaymin if some of them abilities got punished like my balls last night with Mistress Paddlebottom? All right, here we go. The Ho-Oh's kind of concerning though in this matchup. No. bad PTCGL. Bad. And I've got some crazy news that you may be hearing for the first time. You can buy the cards individually instead of buying a $250 boot. MC's hype up. That's not even... No. I'm going to lose to this deck because they got the damn Ho-Oh. No, I refuse. You're a bad person, Benjamin. Okay, so we don't need Shaymin. I don't think I want the research here, so we're just gonna get rid of these two and go get a Gabite. Oh, we don't have a seriously, we prized a Gible, a Gabite, and a Garchomp, and a Froslass, and a Snorunt? I mean, I guess it's time to start building up damage then. Oh yeah, it's about time to start building up some damage. Emotional style. All right, so I think we save the counter catcher for later because we do have de-evolution. That's going to be very important. Okay. That did not go according to plan. So my options here are I can put a Maractus down and yeah, I guess we go Night Stretcher for the darkness energy, lose the entire game, retreat, and it'll be great. So, you know, they can't retreat. What are they going to do? Win the game? And Nick, well, my biggest tweet, I believe, is that you prized a nest ball, thanks bro, with the blip bug, and that is like 2,500. So that tweet about PDCGL's brand new feature would have to go like viral on Reddit, but nobody actually credits the original author on Reddit, so it's not like you'd link back to the original tweet. Oh, are they gonna evolve into Charizard? Please, please evolve into Charizard. Ah, they're gonna bring up a Munkidori. Wait, why are they... Wait, what? Why? Why would you bring up a Cleffa? Are they... Okay. And Shiny Ray. Yeah, Reddit is the lost zone. I mean, you could put it on livestream fail and be like, oh, that new Pokemon game sure looking hot. Oh, please evolve into Charizard. Please do it. Misclick. Misclick. Oh, they're doing it. Oh, they did it. They did the thing. They did the thing. Okay, well, I think that's GG because they did the thing. Okay, so we just go Darkness Fighting. Again, I should probably do a better job here than whatever. Oh, I didn't even realize that Gible had an energy on it. That's my bad. Oh, well. I think we'll be fine. All right, so let's go Maractus. We're just going to trap you again. And then I think I put... Let's put 2 on the Zard. And then, yeah, we just trap it again with corner. Yeah, that move's not very MC hype of you, Benjamin. I mean, to be fair, they didn't... It doesn't really matter that they put that Zard into play because, like, they have this one. So it's like they can just evolve this one and put 3 energy into play. That's not gonna get... Wait, Ethan's a... No! No, bad Benjamin. Get the spray bottle out again. Bad Benjamin. No Ethan's Adventure. No. I don't think you're gonna pair Charizard with Macargo, right? Because Charizard accelerates 3 once. Ho-Oh is 2 every turn. Benjamin is a psychopath. Hey, their deck is not... Their deck also isn't blinged out, and I think I saw different energy types, didn't I? I thought I saw different versions of energy. Trepiers, we are currently in the presence of a psychopath. So I'm doing terribly because there's a psycho on the loose and we're facing them right now. Okay, that's not very nice. I play good decks. Like I'm playing Garchomp. I'm playing a deck that For the Win played. How can it be bad if For the Win played it? For the Win has never played a bad deck in his life. What do you mean? There's one vowel in their name. All right, they flippity flapped all over my balls. She flippity flap on my balls, and then mind bend. Okay, well. I guess I just take a double KO here, right? Do I? No, I feel like I don't take a double KO. I think we just build up more damage. Actually, yeah, I think a double KO is the correct strategy. Because it knocks out Zard, it knocks out a Pidgey, and then if the Ho-Ho hits into my Maractus, they take damage. So I think this is correct. And I should use Iono first. Because we might get a Gabite here. Because we will get a Gabite here, damn straight. Bye, boogity. We got ourselves a freaking Gabite, baby. Ooh, baby, we got ourselves a... Ooh, we snagged a big one, baby. All right, so let's go to... Let's just put some on the Ho-Ho. And yeah, I guess I do want to get anybody out of the deck that... Oh, God. Okay, then we just go for a de-evolution. We have prized many things in this matchup, and we're still doing the hippity hop. We're still doing the hippity hop with the de-evolution. All right, that just clears a bunch of energy off the board. They are basically forced to attack with the Ho-Oh. This is great, except for the fact that I don't have what I need. So we may have to go for the old Mind Bend Confusion play. Yeah, who would have known that prizing, you know, half of your good cards would... Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Bad Clan Burglar. No copy pasta. You're a mod. You should uphold the standards of this channel. And Ryusham, back in my day, if you played Professor's Research, they would show you the research card zoomed in at 144p for no reason. And it looked terrible. Okay, so maybe we shouldn't have gone for the Zard. Why Maractus and not Ethan Rocktree? Because of Exploding Needles. Because of Exploding Needles, because it has an ability, so it does get hit by Froslass and builds up damage with Munkidori. But you could do either or. It's just the fact that it puts 6 extra damage into play when it's knocked out. And then the ability does build up more damage that you can move around with Munkidori. But yeah, if you don't want to take the risk of having Maractus, then yeah, you would swap out the Maractus for the Sudowoodo. But for this strategy in particular, I think Maractus makes more sense. But in a deck where you want to be slower, then yes, the Sudowoodo. But you kind of want to be a little bit quicker here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure that that was the right move, but it's the move I made. Well, Charizard is weak to grass, not fighting, unfortunately. But as long as, like, they should be attacking with the Ho-Oh. Right? Because it does the healing, so it's like, yeah, you have to worry about a Garchomp, but, I mean, you're facing off against Trust Your Pilot. You have to assume that I got absolutely bonered by prizes, which I did. Like, my boner with these prize cards is huge right now. And what do you mean? Charizard's always been a darkness type, and it's always been weak to grass. What do you mean? How is that inconsistent? Everyone knows that Charizard's always been a dark type. Oh, we're jocking off. Not that it literally the most useless card we could have gotten right now. What's the most useless card you could get right now? A Jacq? Hey, guess what we got for you? All right, so I think I'm in a situation where I just go get the last Munkidori. I Jacq off a little bit. We don't do it. And then I'm going to attach a fighting there. I'm going to gemstone there. I think I'd rather heal the Garchomp. And then we just go, 1, 2, and oh god, I love how the bench rearranges itself. That's my favorite feature of this game, is how the bench freaking rearranges itself when you do anything. And Nick, oh no, this is just Froslass Munkidori Badoo, but there's a 2/2/2 Garchomp. There's no Spiritomb. Hey, I'm the clips leader in the channel. Suck it, everybody. You're no Trust Your Pilot. I'm the new top clipper with 6 views. That's sad. Why didn't I go for Mind Bend? Because I needed more cards. Right? I had a 2-card hand and dead cards. I'd rather have cards like we're tied at 4. I'd rather have a Munkidori. I'd rather have 3 Munkidori and 7 cards than 2 Munkidori and 2 cards. Right? It's called mathematics, Shiny Ray. Something a viewer of my channel should not know. Just top decker research next turn. Usually that is the plan, yes. Is the deck performing? It's performing well, yes. It's performing quite well, just like I Am Legend's mom last night. She put in a great effort. You know, I give her an A for effort. And, I mean, never gonna let me down. I just win. No matter what. you know, the hands go up and I just win no matter what. We have a counter catcher, so we just go, and I mean, they also stay there. I don't know if you knew that, but when the hands go up, I meant to bring up the Pheasantipity, but I was trying to be funny, and I meant to bring up the Pheasantipity, but I was being stupid and trying to do a stupid joke. But we will be able to, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll just go get the Froslass, I'll research, we'll fix it in post, right? See, I told you, we got more counter catchers. See, we're fine. It was just a misclick. It was just a misclick. It's totally fine. We're doing 2 hundo, and then we have all the monkey damage. All the monkeys. Isn't this a well-made game, everybody? Press 1 if this is a well-made game. Press 2. Wait, what? If the game was consistent and let me choose who I should choose, when I should do it. Hey, we can even bust all over the place. That was not a BM. I was trying to make a tier 1 joke, and I clicked the wrong thing, okay? There's the Gible. Let me guess. We're going to get a Snow Runt and a Garchomp. We're going to be the last 2 prizes. I have a hunch. I have a hunch that the last 2 prizes are going to be a Garchomp and a Snow Runt. Definitely not the backbones of the deck or anything. And never gonna let me down. This is a well-made game. How dare you? And yeah, Ryusham, they should have just attacked with the Ho-Oh every single turn, and that would have pretty much won them the game. And oh yeah, we gotta get that level 42, baby. We gotta get that level 42. Yeah. Look at this. Hey, look at my stats. We're creeping closer. We're creeping closer to 10K. We're gonna get to 10K. Don't you worry. My psyche will be shattered before you know it. Yeah, where are the coin flip stats? How did you snow, He was around 10.6K. Well, that's cheating, okay? That's cheating. You know, Little Dark Furry. Yeah, but is Little Dark Furry a Prestige 2 player? I mean, if probably at that many games played. Yeah, but I think I set the record for most mental anguish suffered. What do you mean he doesn't stream? He has drops. Yeah, 150. I'm at 245 or something. See? If you're at over 10,000 games and you don't have the same numbers as Trust Your Pilot, you're not a Prestige 2 player, it doesn't count. All right. Wait, did I win the coin flip or did they? Hey, I decided to go second because I'm awesome. Will I play Among Us? I can guarantee you I will not remember. Yeah, you know what #1 PDCGL YouTuber or streamer doesn't have drops? This guy. I do need another game for the YouTube video, so I should probably be paying a little bit more attention. I haven't really, I've definitely been slacking off because, the last few games weren't that competitive because PDCGL decided to prize everything. Hey, I would do things for drops. I would do so many things for drops. Pokemon Company, you have no idea. I would do despicable things. I would do crazy things for drops. I would do even worse things for free product. Like, I would say this is the greatest game ever. If you give me free stuff, I will tell you this is the greatest game ever made. I think we're about to have a Badoo off. I mean, I can get this. No, I refuse. I refuse to lose to this deck. We're going to get the stupid Gible. We're going to put a power weight on the Gible. We're going to item lock them. We're going to Jacques off. Okay, you are not going to Iono me. If you Iono me, I'm going to spank your butt. Yeah, like you've been a bad boy. I think I have to Itchy Pollen and we just save everything for next turn. Because I can't take the risk that I use Jacques, go get double Gabite, they Iono me, and then I just have like a playable hand. That would be terrible. Okay, I draw the line at putting on socks for drops, okay? That's just something I cannot do. But I will do so many other things if the Pokemon Company wants to give me drops or free product. Like, I will open the packs with my feet, Pokemon Company. My balls are in your court. Right? I will open the packs with my feet. That is my best offer. And I will lotion up my feet too, so they're on screen even longer. I think that's a fair trade. I do not have drops. I am not cool like Little Dark Furry or Azul. And I'm big sad about it. Okay, I think we just keep them item locked because I win. The longer this game goes on, the more I win. And that's an amazing top deck. Okay, so we win now. We just win the game. They can suck my butt. We just get double Gabite. That's GG, baby. That's a G to the G. And then, yeah, I know my Gabite are going to take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Because next turn, we're going to have some spicy Garchomp. I would not be surprised if they concede here, though. That'll be, that'll kind of suck, though. All right, so I think I take the 10 off of you, and then we put it on the Pidgey. Or we put it on the Dreepy. I'm thinking 20 steps ahead. And usually when I do that, it bites me in the butt like I Am Legend's mom did last night. But I think I know what I'm doing. Would I corkscrew dive the company? I would corkscrew dive until they Draconic Buster all over the place. Yeah, when I'm thinking, that's when you know things are bad. So, you know, I have a Garchomp. I can knock out the Badoo with Munkidori and then force them to bring somebody. Ooh, wait, what are they doing? This is just going to be a Donk. This is new Donk City here. Oh, wait, did they not see me go and get the double Garchomp? Did they not see me put 2 Garchomp into my hand and see how the Gabite went up the 10 damage, but then the animation didn't do anything? BDCGL is a well-made game, as I always say. I mean, I guess no, we have all our dudes. We have all our dudes, and we're seeing all the nudes. And yeah, we don't really need anything else. I guess I just go Adrenabrain. Take the 20 off of the... I mean, I think we just build up the Dreepy. Like, why not, right? Let's just build up the Dreepy. I don't need to knock out the Badoo right now. That Badoo's just going to sit there the rest of the game. If I knock out the Badoo, what happens is that I get an extra card that I don't want. I'd rather draw more. Okay, well, we would have gotten a Snorunt, and I do want a Snorunt. But the odds of me getting a card off the prizes that I didn't want that would just jam up my hand were quite high. So I was like, knocking out the Badoo gets me nowhere. I can knock out the Badoo whenever the hell I want. I would rather, you know, be tied on prizes, not let them activate Counter Catcher. I did not think this was going to be Charizard. Okay, all right. I see what you're doing. Yeah, the Badoo can let the Badoo blossom. And Erich, that's almost English. That's almost English. I understand what you're trying to say. It can go at any time. You got to give it time to blossom. I don't know what their game plan is. Like, obviously, it's a Dragapult deck, and Dragapult sucks huge butts. Yeah, okay, they're just going to item lock me and do 20. That's fine. That's actually not a bad move. But I could go for an Ice Shard. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I could. Yeah, in this day and age... Well, actually, no, only one does. Only one has an ability, just the Pheasant Skibidi. Okay, there's an Itchy Balls. If I top deck a Munkidori or an Artisan, I think that's probably good game. That's an Arven. That's not good game. All right, so let's go Snorunt down. Arven for... I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do, right? I want to draw some cards, so I guess I just don't get an item. So we attach to the Garchomp. We go Adrenabrain off of you, and... I mean, yeah, I guess we just put it on the Dreepy, right? Like, seems like the play. And oh yeah, the orange Gatorade makes Garchomp so much better. Like, I know we have Badoo and blah blah blah, but it's like, if you play 4 orange Gatorade, Corkscrew Dive does 220 damage. That's before a Roserade to 250 or a Roserade to 280 or a Roserade to 310. So Corkscrew Dive can knock out most things with the orange Gatorade, and then Draconic Buster. I mean, you don't really have to rely on that nearly as much. So this gets better. This is good and fun right now. Like, this is definitely a B tier deck. I would rate it higher than Mewtwo based on my results so far, but you know, as the people in the comments of the YouTube video pointed out, I'm not the best Mewtwo player in the world. I'm sorry that, you know, my 3 hours of every deck isn't enough time. Oh, well, then there was 3. And do I have Nidoking on the list? It didn't for the win, or sorry, Little Dark Furry just do one. It's not good. Lennart, Nidoking is not good. Just gonna throw that out there. It's not good. It's bad. It's real bad. But because you asked, let me check what I got. So I have a Pidgeotty X list that plays Arbok. That seems really bad. It does so much poison. Yeah, but like, wouldn't you rather just do damage? Right? Like, for 3 energy, Nidoking does what, 160 or something? For 2 energy, this does 260. So it's like, oh yes, you can, for 3 energy, you can do 160, or for 2, you can do 260. And Lucas, it's on the list, don't you worry. There's still like 25 streams between now and Black Bolt and White Flare, and it's gonna be terrible. Nidoking isn't bad, it's very low mid. That would be what I call bad. I would call that bad. I would call low mid bad, because low mid, it's like, you know, if you say you got a 55 on a test, your parents aren't going to be like, oh, that's not bad, that's low mid. No, they're going to say that's bad and we hate you, just like my parents did. And that's why it turned out, well, I mean, PDCGL plays a big part in that as well. Big difference between a C- and a D+. I gave I Am Legend's mom a D+ last night. But no, I mean, I'll definitely win with the deck. It's just, its power level is just so low that it's unfortunate. Like, I wish more cards were better. Like, I talked about it in the preview video for Black Bolt and White Flare. There's literally 17 potentially good cards out of 172. So that's literally 10% of the set has potential. And that was being a little bit nice. That was like saying that, oh, you know, some of these fringe cards have a lot of playability as well. That's a goated top deck. All right, so let's go, I guess, de-evolution on the Munkidori, just in case, because, I mean, obviously I'm shipping the hand. How the hell do we not have a Munkidori? All right, I guess I'll just go shard myself. I guess I'll just go shard everywhere. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? All right, so that was a rare candy. That was a rare candy. So guess what I'm going to do? Guess what Trust Your Pilot's going to do this turn? He's going to suck all of the butts and set a world record. All right, yeah, let's get rid of this guy. I don't want him to get a Dracloak. God, I'm taking prizes out here, and the game doesn't even want me to win. Fine, I'll just de-evolution you back to the Stone Age. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have taken the knockout because that activates Fezandipity, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I do not believe in Meloetta. Whenever I say their card is bad, I do hope to be proven wrong because more playable cards is good. I want more playable cards. Like, people seem to misinterpret that as like, oh, you're just a hater. No, I want cards to be playable. It's just I've seen things like Meloetta in the past and they're not playable. Like Bombardier. Bombardier is a better card than Meloetta. No one plays Bombardier except maybe crazy people like Zedman Cuddles. Oh, hey, how's it going? We're cooking up some land shark. Shark meat is very expensive. And that's what I said to I Am Legend's mom last night when she wanted to take the bag off her head. I don't know. Oh, you're trying to trap my snow runt? You forgot Bombardier was a card? It's a pretty good card. Okay. I'm just gonna Iono you. I mean, I guess I can... Yeah, we're just gonna Badoo. There's no reason... Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Super cool. Super chill. Super fun, bro. Super fun. We're just gonna item lock you and not let you do anything. Yeah, what do you think about that, Pedro? Latios from the Roaring Skies. Look at these skies. They do be roaring. All right, so let's go... I mean, let's just knock out the stupid Pidgey. Let's just take another... You want more cards? Go ahead. Go ahead, make my day. Get more cards. I don't care. I'm crazy. Yeah, see? you know I'm crazy. Yeah, the Latios from Orange Skies, the Pheromosa GX from... Was it Ultra Prism? I think it was a promo. And then we got, like, the regular version in Forbidden Light or Ultra Prism or something. And Jetty, that is, of course, and you can use Turbo Energize. But, like, I talked about this. Yes, you can do donks, but we have better donk decks. And then it's like, is it really worth it to have a Meloetta in play to maybe TM Evolution something? Like, think about it this way. How many times have you played a game where you just start a Pokemon in the active and then can't do anything turn one? Now imagine if that Pokemon you start in the active is a 200 hit point basic that does 30 damage. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's like, how many times have you just had a Fezandipity in the active and not been able to do anything? It's like, well, at least Fezandipity can draw you 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 cards a game, where it's like Meloetta can do 30 damage. Ooh. Right, like, yes, I see the potential. I see what it can be under perfect circumstances, but it does not make me want to circumstance all over the place. I don't know. I don't know. And Siegfried, is that a reference to Infamous? Or am I just missing the Infamous games too much? All right, well, I think we're almost in GG territory. What is it, some anime stuff or some weebs? Is that what it is? Is some weeb stuff? All right, well, I think we just win, right? Because that's a knockout on the Charmander, and then they just promote somebody, and then we knock them out. Yep, Fez and Stibity. Yeah, the Shaymin hasn't really changed the game, I think, maybe as much as we thought it would. Like, the Wellspring Masked Ogerpon, I think people are just a little too scared to play it. And people are also a little scared to play Noctowl because of the fact that we have Team Maractus Watchtower. All right, one more with the Froslass build. Uh-oh. We're in Ultra League. we're only playing bad decks and we're almost at Master League. But I heard from good authority that only the best trainers make it to Master League. Is Hydreigon EX good with Dusknoir? Like, do you mean the new one? Like the Black Bolt and White Flare? Because, like I said in the video, it's not like there was another Unova Pokemon that deserved its first EX. We needed a second Hydreigon EX. That was, you know, again, super grateful for that. I mean, starting a Badoo is never a bad thing. The old one? Oh, the old one? I mean, yeah. I would say try to, I would try to enjoy the Dusclops Dusknoir while you can, because eventually we'll get a Psyduck. One day we will get a Psyduck. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a Litten, so it's Incineroar. Okay, we can easily win this one. I know it's always a risk in this day and age, you know, not benching somebody else in case you face a donk deck, especially before Master League. But I mean, come on. I'm just that good. I'm just that good at this game that I don't think it matters. All right, so we go for the Poffin. I could go for the Unfair Stamp, but we're probably going to get item locked. So let's just go for the Gemstone. And then we go Poffin. I could also draw cards. That doesn't seem stupid. Huh. Yeah, that's they masterfully baited us, didn't they? They masterfully baited us into thinking, "Oh, you'll get an Unfezant EX, don't you worry, bud. We'll give you an Unfezant EX and it'll be great." All right, so I think we just go Gravity Gemstone on you and then Itchy Pollen. So this prevents them from retreating their Badoo. This also, you know, makes me suck a butt, but it's fine. Because I can do things. And why didn't I attach the Luminous Energy? Because I'm thinking 12 steps ahead. Yeah, because we're just going to be Badooing each other for like several turns. The Gravity Gemstone was a very smart play, if I do say so myself. I'm quite the intelligent person, if you didn't notice. But it's like, their Incineroar, I don't believe can knock me out unless they have Magmortar, but we haven't seen a Magmortar, so I don't think we're going to get Magmortared here. That seems like a thing that won't happen here. And then, yeah, we just go Itchy Pollen. So now I'm in a situation where I can either just knock them out with Badoo, Incineroar, grr, I'm a tiger, rar. I did not forget the Lena, do not test me, Lena, okay? Just because you're part of the 5% doesn't mean I won't time you out. I was also, yeah, this is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for this moment. You know, like Kelly Clarkson, I was waiting for a moment like this. All right, so we got the Garchomp. I think we still item lock them and play with their balls because they like the feeling. And, I mean, what are they going to do? Fake out? So it's either... No, I think we just attach to the Garchomp and take the knockout. Because they can't get an Incineroar next turn. So we're just winning with Badoo. They're going to take a knockout with the Litten. That's fine, because I'm going to beat them off. Oh, crap, I forgot to attach the Luminous. But just look at what I can do next turn. I can item lock them again. If they don't get a Torracat, I can just Night Stretcher for a Badoo back and just keep winning. It's so simple. But, I mean, I think I just want to, you know, get the MLB show on the road here, right? And to those of you who are watching baseball and like, oh man, the Blue Jays are on that really good win streak. They beat a glorified AAA team, okay? They swept a glorified AAA team. They face an actual major league team tonight. It's not going to go as well. The Rockies? No. The Rockies are a major league team that sucks. The Oakland, or sorry, the unaffiliated Athletics are a glorified AAA team that is just somewhat passable. All right, well, these are things. No, because they don't play anywhere anymore. They're the Athletics. Yeah, they left Oakland. They're going to Las Vegas in a few years, but for now, they're just kind of sitting around doing nothing. They got their thumbs up their butts, and they're having fun. That's the way of life. Put your thumb up your butt and have fun. Okay. So I think I just attached to you. I mean, the de-evolution seems like it's good, but we got 2 de-evolution. We'll be fine. We have more counter catcher. We have more de-evolution. We need some Froslass. Do we have another de-evolution? I don't. Hey, we do. See, we're fine. We are totally fine. I probably should have waited to attach to Munkidori, but oh my god, what the hell is this? Well, kids, this is what we call getting bent over by PDCGL and getting screwed. Yeah, so they are no longer the Oakland Athletics. They are just the Athletics. So it's always funny on like the sports tickers where you're looking at like the stores and it's like TOR for Toronto and then it's not OAK for Oakland. It's ATH for Athletics. Because the owner of that team definitely knows what he's doing. He's just so great. Such a great owner. You know, I wish I was a Oakland Athletics fan. I'd be able to get jerked around so hard. So the reason I haven't been commentating this game too much is because not a lot has happened. They basically got Badooed. They got Badoo screwed. They're going to get some cards now, which is good. You know, they got an Incineroar. They're going to be able to attack for free, burn, do 240. Cool. If you need a refresher on what Incineroar does, it can attack for as little as 1 fire energy and burn. But are they going for the Froslass? Why would you go for the... The Garchomp can absolutely obliterate your butt. The Garchomp can blow your butt out. Lena, here's a secret. Here's my secret. I'm always trying for a YouTube video. Just doesn't always come together. All right. Well, I mean, I'll just get the Froslass back. That wasn't difficult. So what do we got in the deck? I can Ultra Ball, or I can Unfair Stamp them. That'd be funny. Let's do that. Let's do the funny thing. You know, the smart thing is going for the knockout on the Incineroar if I can, but we always do funny thing here. In these parts, we only do the funny thing. We don't do the smart thing. We do the funny thing because it's funny. It makes me chuckle. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna pass on all that. We're gonna go Unfair Stamp. Yeah, VOD channel exclusive. And there's another dude. All right, so let's just spread the cheeks. I guess we put them on the Pheasant Skibbity. Yeah, we'll just put it on the Pheasant Dippity. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll draw some cards. Seems pretty straightforward. They can't knock out a Garchomp. They can knock out one of my single prizers if they want to. Incineroar, it can be playable in this day and age. I think you have to play it with Magmortar because Incineroar's attack burns them. Magmortar increases the burn damage. Like, yeah, obviously pairing it with Pidgeot is more consistent. But you gotta have some spice if you want to play Incineroar. Its power level is just not good enough. I got the Vitality Band and the Poffin. And, you know, I'm not sure Precious Trolley is the right A-spec because the Litten have 70 hit points. So it's like, is it really necessary to have Precious Trolley? You know, you can have the Poffins, you can have the Artisan. I'm firmly a believer in Incineroar with Magmortar because 240 is just not going to cut it these days. Especially when you can just heal the burn damage. And, you know, Munkidori's lying around. And you got your stupid Garchomps with a bajillion hit points. It's just not cool, bro. Just not cool. Hey, you know what else is cool? I'm gonna Draconic Buster all over this place. I do have to get rid of all my energy though. That's less cool. But let's heal this guy. I think you've seen all that Garchomp has to offer in all of the games. is that if it can survive a hit, if you can go Corkscrew Dive for 100 and then roll that into a Draconic Buster, that's the dream, because doing 400 damage is not easy. Lena, thank you for coming. We're now down to 3% female viewership with Lena leaving. So that's the dream. You keep your Gabite into play. You don't put any 2 prizers into play before you attack with them, because Gabite is just always ready and waiting. It's always willing and able to get you a Garchomp or any Cynthia's Pokemon. So you're not forced to evolve into your stage 2 before you absolutely have to, which I think is just so nice. Just so nice, so consistent. Again, not a top tier deck. I'm not saying this is S or A tier, but it is firmly, in my opinion, a B tier deck ahead of Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Did they just do that? Did they just... Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I am out all of my fighting energy, but there should be a Luminous and a Night Stretcher somewhere. And then, you know, worst case scenario, we just have our Munkidori sitting here, slowly melting away that Pheasant Skibidi. There we go. Yeah, Incineroar, I applaud the effort to my opponent trying to resurrect Incineroar, but if you want to play it in this day and age, I think you just have to pair it with Magmortar, sacrifice the consistency, but like, they didn't even get the Pidgeot into play that game because Badoo is such a butt face. So it's almost like a TM Evolution focused version of Incineroar with Magmortar is better. And, you know, you could always put a Volcanion in there for early burn or just, you know, rely on your own Badoo. So again, I appreciate the effort, but I'm just tier 1. I'm S tier here, baby. Alrighty, so we're going to switch to my third and final build. Don't worry, I'm going to revisit Garchomp potentially in the future because I have some other wacky ideas. But yeah, we have the, wait, what? Where's the, oh no, why did I call that one Munkidori? All right, so we might have to do some changes. Basically, this is just Garchomp, but there's a Toedscruel in there. So it's like, what is this list? This is Garchomp, but there's a Toedscruel. Yeah, exactly. The Gatorade makes it so much better. Did we just gain another tier without even... I'm never going to revisit Among Us unless I get all the monies, okay? We're going to need to get a whale in here. Did that just say that my opponent has a ranking of 30? Which means this is probably their first game since the reset. And they probably haven't experienced Garchomp yet. And Jetty, I feel like you've used your swear word for the month, but I'll allow it. Because you are correct. That video is still getting plenty of dislikes, though. What do you mean my ELO is so low? My ELO is high as a kite right now. I'm almost in Master League, baby. Okay, this is interesting. So... I don't quite remember what's in the list. This is the Toedscruel build. It's a 4-3-2 Garchomp. There's Munkidori, so we should be able to win. This is the... Yeah, is this like a promo one? I'm not actually sure if I can win this matchup unless I get off to a really, really good start. We do have an energy if I want to use TM Evolution. We have a Badoo. I think this is probably a Badoo turn because we can't risk them just flashing a Dragapult into play and just doing all the things. I do regret putting the Shaymin out there. Zach1, welcome in. But we're going to be Arvening next turn, so that should be fine. They're just going to Mountain Badoo me next turn, which is less fine. We will not give them the Fartazon. I have a Spiritomb in here? Okay. Was not expecting that. All right, so let's go Rescue Board, retreat into Badoo, I think I Earthen Vessel this turn because, again, we won't have our items next turn. And then, I mean, yeah, I guess just double fighting seems like the play because we're going to be able to get a Gabite next turn. We're probably going to trade item locks. We're going to Badoo each other for about 3 turns, right? That's about what it's going to be. I'm sure they have a Arven for Rescue Board to retreat into the Badoo, and then they will knock out my Badoo first. I just couldn't risk a Arven for Rare Candy, Dragapult, Psychic Energy Rescue Board, knock out Badoo, knock out something else, go really far ahead too early. It's just, this is Pokemon cards. This is what I've been telling you. This is Pokemon cards in 2025. If you're not playing Badoo, you better start playing Badoo. And Live is doing good in the design department. I mean, yeah, they gave us the Team Rocket board. They blink. Wait. Yeah, they got the regular Poffins. Everyone point and laugh at the person who can't afford gold Poffins. Yeah, Zach, it's just Badoo Wars out here. All right, well, our Badoo was going to get knocked out first anyways, so I'm not too concerned about that. Hey, there's an Iono. I think we wait on the Iono, because I can just go Arven to thin out the deck a little bit more. We have the power weight. I have the power. And then we just want to get a card I don't need. Right, we just want to get a card we do not need for this turn. I will... Oh, cool, we don't have the Roserade. That's fan-flippin-tastic. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. That's chill. That's PogChamp. Okay. We're gonna go get another Gible. I'm gonna play this a little bit differently than I probably should. I want to see how this pans out. Like a labyrinth, I want to see how this pans out. Because next turn I can go Gabite for Gabite, Gabite for Garchomp, power weight the Garchomp, you know, Iono, retreat, do many thing, and potentially win. Though I do wish this Toedscruel was a Toedscruel. It is currently not a Toedscruel. It's just, you know, I could have gone and maybe left that bench space open for Munkidori. But it's like, they're gonna knock out the Badoo and the Toedscruel, right? They don't know that I have the Spiritomb. Yeah, they don't even have a blinged out Bravery Charm. Is the Rescue Board blinged? This is, you can't do half measures here. Okay, we're not baking cookies where it's not exact science. We can't do half measures here. All right, well, that looks like it's going to be a Dragapult. Oh, okay. That's good. Hey, we got the Toedscruel, baby. Don't even need to play well. I do wish we hadn't prized the Roserade, though. That kind of sucks. All right, so Gabite. And then we go get the Garchomp. I know I said you don't put the Garchomp into play until the butts have been sucked, but hey, we're going to do it because it gives me options. It thins a card out of my deck for the Iono. It just gives me more options. And it's like if I get... I mean, we're probably not going to be able to play very many cards, if any. I'd honestly rather... I'd rather they just knock out my Badoo here. I'd rather just the Badoo gets knocked out. I'm fully okay with a Badoo getting KO'd here. Because then I can, you know, boss's orders. I can do manything. We can Arven. We can do all of the things. Because they might get a little sketched out and not put their Dragapult TX into play. And Erich, yeah, it's almost like, where the hell is Arven's cards? Why didn't Arven get anything? Arven got a sandwich. It's like, hey, Arven, all of your cards suck, but maybe if you had a good trainer, that could fix things. It's like, no, I got a sandwich. You got a sandwich, okay? It's a heal card. Okay, so your Pokemon must have really high HP. My highest HP Pokemon has 270, and it has a useless attack. I'm starting to think the Pokemon Company kind of hates you, Arven. I mean, my storyline in Scarlet and Violet was amazing. And do you want me to break the immersion for everybody here? The mute button and the emote button, they should be in line with the scoreboard, and also the scoreboard is off center. But like these two over here should be like lined up here. Like that would make a lot more sense, but it's because they needed to have they kept it from when the avatars were constantly on screen. But yeah, the scoreboard on the right has never been on center. Even when they got rid of the V-Star marker, they didn't fix that. They did add a shiny effect to the card going to the discard pile, though, for whatever freaking reason. All right, there's a Fartazon. I think I just Champions Call for the Garchomp. I'm not sure what I do here. Right? Like, I should probably get a Munkidori. It's just, do I knock out a Cloak, or do I just go Artisan, Munkidori, Crispin? Let's try that. I'm not sure I'm playing this properly, but I want to see if this is the right move against Dragapult. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we go Fighting Energy on you, Darkness Energy on Munkidori, and then sure, Garchomp can come into play. And yeah, let's retreat into this guy. Hit him with the old corkscrew dive. Hey, never forget that they made a Pokemon called Mabostiff, and then one of the attacks they gave it is called Come Up Pants. So, I mean, I will always forgive them for that. They literally have a Pokemon that makes Mabostiff, and then one of its, or is it its ability? No, it's its attack is called Come Up Pants. And I am literally not joking. The attack is literally called Come Up Pants. And I talked about this before, but it's just so funny. It's just so funny that they were like, they could have called it anything else. They could have just called it Revenge. They could have called it Revenge or, you know, Bite Back or something. They called it Come Up Pants. For the one, the Pokemon name that is the most innuendo, Come Up Pants. Come on, Pokemon Company International. We know we're on the same wavelength here. And another, you know, reason number 69 why I like Garchomp. Oh, you unfair stamp me? Okay, congratulations. But yeah, I should not have started that Shaymin. That was I think it stemmed from the fact that Shaymin has done literally nothing since Destined Rivals came out. Like, hey, how have you been doing, Shaymin? How many attacks have you blocked since Destined Rivals came out? Oh, about 0. You know, the Wellspring Master Ogerpon isn't played as much, and Screamtail can still hit the active. So, I mean, I affected the meta slightly, but I don't really have much use in this world. Sounds like me. You sound like me, Shaymin. It's a real Shaymin. I mean, but the good thing is, as we all know, is that Shaymin blocked Dragapult's damage counters. So by having the Shaymin in play, their Dragapult can't hit my bench Pokemon with their damage counters. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, this is great. Yeah, knock out the Roselia, buddy. I was cursing myself. I was cursing past Pilot, the handsome devil. But I mean, to be fair, and Frankie Muniz, I know, I would too. It's just I started the Shaymin because I wanted to give it a chance to shine, and then it didn't. It turned out to be a useless card. But it's just, you know, the Toedscruel, I also kind of forced the Toedscruel into play. Just imagine it's a Psyduck. Exactly. But yeah, from my opponent's POV, they kind of had to do what they did. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to knock out the Pidgey. I could have knocked out the Dragapult, but I probably should have knocked out the Dragapult, but that Pidgey puts me back on even prizes. So it's not that big of a deal. And, you know, they might get another Munkidori. They might be able to do something. But I'm okay. Yeah, time for Spiritomb to make an appearance here. I shouldn't have the Shaymin on the field. The Toedscruel really doesn't matter in this matchup, but yeah, it's good. It stops them from, you know, stretchering back something. But the Toedscruel is mostly just for the Raging Bolt and Golden Go matchups. I just wanted Shaymin and Toedscruel to make an appearance so they don't feel left out, okay? This Toedscruel is creeping behind the trees being like, hey guys, can I play? It's like, no, Toedscruel, the last time you played with us, your tentacles got up my pants and I felt something I'd never felt before and it made me rethink my life, okay? Oh, but that was just a mushroom drain, bro. I was helping you out. I was feeling a little bad. I just needed some more hit points. It's like, no, you're bad. Get out of here, Toedscruel. You go hide behind that tree again. But my nose can double as something else. No, wait, what do you mean? What can it double as? Well, I mean, they don't call me the slime. Wait, what do they call him? The what? The wood ear Pokemon? What the hell's a wood ear? What the hell's a wood ear? That's like food. Oh, it's a mushroom. Oh, okay. Okay, now they're going for the Shaymin. They're about to get bodied by a Spiritomb. They're about to get absolutely exacerbated. I exacerbated all over I Am Lunch. Okay. And I like how, of course, you would know that. There's an Iono. Doesn't matter as long as Artisan and Energy are available to me. Well, I think we're going to be knocking out the fresh Dragapult. And they're going to knock out the Shaymin. So we just knock out the fresh Dragapult because this Garchomp will have 340 on it. Okay, so I can only heal 2 from the Garchomp. That's very important that I only heal 2 from it. Or do I Draconic Buster? Again, I don't know the answers to these questions. Actually, they can take a 3-prize turn if I put the Spiritomb into play, can't they? Yeah, they can take a 3-prize turn. I wish they couldn't. You know, I have to be a responsible pilot. You know, normally when we're up in the air, responsibility goes away. Oh, that's boring. All right, so we're just gonna go for the old Draconic Buster on this Dragapult. We're gonna take a little bit of damage to the butt. That's okay. So yeah, we go Retreat, Counter Catcher, bring up this guy, and then we fully heal the one in the back. Oh, what the hell was that? I guess I should have done this the other way. This would have saved like 10 seconds of time. All right, 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, I guess I could put the Luminous Energy on a Munkidori, but I feel like that is a good idea. So we're just going to hit him with the Iono. Feel like that's a good idea, so we're not going to do it. You know, I wanted to do it so badly, though, right? We could have just taken a knockout with the Spiritomb and then won. But yeah, this does leave the Spiritomb for next turn. So it's not like the play is locked away for us. It's if they obviously gust up the damaged Garchomp, then we're in trouble. But I think they probably just concede if they don't have it, right? They're not going to let us. This is why. I have to make interesting YouTube content for the YouTube audience. So they share it with their friends that they've never met in person and only have online. But I have to do this. They're going to go get a Pheasant Skibidi, aren't they? Yep. Because they're just going to knock out the Garchomp. We're not going to have a fun time. And I'm just going to Iono them to 1 and then win in boring fashion. And it's just going to be so boring. You know, you're all so boring. Like, you got to live a little. Yeah, sure. Maybe I would have lost the game, but I would have lost, you know, I would have lost in spirit if I did this move, which I did do. So would you rather I lose the game or would you rather I be happy and lose the game? Wait, would you rather I be sad and win the game or happy and lose the game? But yeah, they're just going to concede. We're not going to get to launch the Spiritomb attack. Well, actually, This is kind of a good indicator that we are fine. Oh, unless they get another Munkidori. Oh, they got it. See? Oh, no, they didn't get it. They have to counter catcher? There's no way. There's no way they just have it like that. I refuse. See, I told you I should... You talked me out of it. See, you double screwed me over. See, I could have knocked out the one with the damage on it. You've all disappointed me immeasurably. Scotty boy, well, clearly someone who knows what they're doing. This is all your fault. See, this was not my fault. I listened to chat. This was all your fault. All right, so this is my house now, okay? This is Trust Your Pilot's house. Nobody else gets a say. If I want to whack off in front of all of you, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check for Arcanite TCG on Twitter. Yeah, see, I am disappointed in all of you for not believing in my ability to whack off properly. See, like, I would rather be happy and lose than be sad and win, and I was sad and I lost. And Ryusham, that is on the list. Of course it's on the list. There's so many things on... Oh, this is the Dragapult Typhlosion deck. We don't quite have the starting hand for that. What the hell is this starting hand? What the hell is this? Okay, I mean, I'll take it, but I guess this is just what we're doing. Hey, they know who I am. Of course, Team Rocket's Persian's on the list. I got Nidoking on the list. We got Team Rocket's Persian. We're playing the freaking Hypno deck because that's all anyone wants to see. Then I'll probably do like back-to-back Ho-Oh decks. Like, it'll be Ho-Oh Magcargo one day and then Ho-Oh Armarouge the next. There's no way you have an energy in that hand. They had an energy in that hand. That's a pretty sick top deck. Just getting the Gabite off the top is pretty good. So I think we go Champion's Call for a Gible. Or do I get the... Hang on, do we have... We prized the Roserade in back-to-back games. All right, we don't want to go Crispin. I can't knock anything out. The Arven seems kind of dumb. I don't want to give them more cards, but I'm going to give them more cards. Like, what else am I going to do? We got to go fast here in this matchup. And that's what we're going to do, baby. Again, I don't want to give them more cards, but what are the options? All right, so let's go for Memento Munkidori. And then just hit him with the old Dragon Slice. And Erich, yes, it moves any fire energy, so it's not just basic fire energy that Armarouge moves, it's any fire energy. So that can be a Luminous energy, a Legacy energy, even a Prism energy when that comes out in Black Bolt and White Flare, you know, a Rainbow energy and Expanded. So it's any energy that can be a fighting or a fire energy is what it can do. And I just gave you all the cards, didn't I? You probably got a rare candy and you're about to knock out my Gabite and I'm going to be big sad and I'm going to concede. But we could win this one. It's not going to be easy. But we do have Spiritomb. We do have Munkidori. The Toedscruel, again, the Toedscruel is realistically only here for Raging Bolt and Golden Go. That's about it. It's just here for Raging Bolt and Golden Go. Because those are your biggest obstacles because they're the only decks that can realistically one-shot your Garchomp without, you know, weakness. All right, I am I am okay with what they're doing. They're probably going to combustion. They're probably going to combust all over the place, but I'm going to buster. I'm going to draconic buster all over the place. Interesting decision to attach to the Quilava. That makes me think maybe this isn't a Dragapult build, and this is just Dracloak and they don't have a Dragapult, because that is something that does exist. What if you have 2 Luminous on a Pokemon? Then you've just made a big oopsie. Okay, well, it is the Dragapult build. Yeah, if you have 2 Luminous, well, then you just made a big oopsie. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, maybe there's no Dragapult in here. No, they put an Experience Share on the Dracloak. I do question not putting the energy on the Quilava. Maybe they're just really worried about like me putting double Munkidori down and they don't want me to just spank them for 60 because that would, you know, screw up a couple things. Okay, so we have... Do I even want another Gible? Hang on. So what do we got in here? I think another Munkidori makes sense. The Toedscool seems like it's not the worst idea to put the Toedscool into play right now. All right, so we go Gabite, and then we go Gabite into Garchomp. I don't quite know, because it's going to take me a couple turns to really do anything. And Nerdy Girl, oh, damn straight, Nerdy Girl. Okay, so let's get rid of... Let's go Buddy-Buddy Poffin. How useful do I think the Toedscool is going to be? I think it will be 0 useful. But, like, am I seriously going to put a Roselia in here when Roselia is big bad? I think I'd rather just have a Gible, to be completely honest with you. I think we just go Ultra Ball away, these 2. Go get a... I mean, we don't want the Pheasant's here, but hey, I'm winning. I didn't even realize we were winning. I didn't even realize we were doing well. That's crazy. All right, and then we go Arven for TM Evolution, and I think I just get the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We're just trying to thin the deck to draw as many cards as possible. I probably should have gone for an Earthen Vessel now that I think about it, but don't worry about that. What are we going to do, lose the game because I made a boneheaded mistake? See, we got double Crispin. We're going to be totally fine. And 1 pulled. Oh, yeah, I saw when I was perusing all the Japanese lists, it was not uncommon Energy Podcast to see, like, just a 2/2 Dracloak and no Dragapult. Though I do agree that, yeah, you should have just a Dragapult in the deck because, you know, what do you lose? You lose 1 card, right? You got to put a Psychic Energy or a Luminous Energy in there. I think it's worth it. You know, if you're going to play Dracloak, you may as well put Dragapult in there. Why not? So, yeah, we'll just go Crispin next turn. We're going to get another Garchomp. We're definitely retreating the active Garchomp because that's what we're going to do. Or do I Crispin? They have Typhlosion. We're actually not going to be knocking out their Typhlosion. So, I don't know. Maybe we let them knock out the Garchomp? Because, again, they can't one-shot a Garchomp with a power weight on it. So maybe I should just focus on powering up my Munkidori so that I can stop. Ooh, that's a good idea. So I can potentially stop Experience Share from activating. Or I can just, you know, retreat into Spiritomb and knock it out with Spiritomb. That's also, you know, a thing. And that's probably what I'm going to do, to be completely honest. I don't know, right? It's such a tough call. Like, who do you take the knockout with? Them giving me the Pheasantipity is great. And I guess that means they have a pretty bad hand. Because you wouldn't give me a Pheasantipity when I can just knock it out really at any point. Unless you absolutely had to. Yeah, okay. What's their discard pile looking like? They got 4 Ethan's Adventure. So they're doing 280. We're going to have 3 hundo on the Garchomp. I think now... And wait, me and my dog, you unfollowed me? Everyone, me and my dog. Me and my dog unfollowed, then just refollowed. That means they are the worst kind of person ever. And Timmy? Timmy, yes, Garchomp is great. I'm having a blast with it. I'm really enjoying it. You're about to Draconic Buster? Polly, wait, you're about to unfollow me? That's not very nice. But your name is an ace spec. The only reason I noticed that me and my dog unfollowed me is because we hit the 6,700 follower goal about 10 minutes ago, and then we re-hit the 6,700 follower goal a minute ago. Okay. They put Shaymin down. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Again, it has weaknesses, but it also has a lot of strengths. I think it, I wouldn't be surprised if this makes day 2 at a lot of regionals coming up, especially when we get the Gatorade. I'm excited for it. And yeah, again, I don't think we take the knockout here. That is my prediction here, is we don't take the knockout. We go Crispin for these guys. I want to put the fighting in the hand. And then we go Darkness. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I want the Garchomp, and then I'm going to show them the Roselia. I mean, Arcanite could be watching the stream. They gave me a thumbs up, and thumbs up is the universal sign that I'm a viewer and I enjoy your content. There would be no other reason to give me a thumbs up. All right, so then we're going to get the Roselia, and then I have access to another Munkidori. But the main goal here is to knock out this Typhlosion without activating the experience share. That is the #1 goal. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have got the Roselia. Yeah, then we can basically just be like, Munkidori? Munkidori who? We don't need no stinking Munkidori. We can Corkscrew Dive for 280 damage or something. We can one-shot a Dragapult with Corkscrew Dive and Maximum Belt. Isn't that crazy? You play 4 Gatorade, that's 220. 3 Roselia is, what, 310? You just need a Vitality Band. So you need 2 Roserade, 4 Gatorade, 1 Maximum Belt, and a Corkscrew Dive. You can knock out a Dragapult. I mean, I know that's not going to happen very often, but it's like the fact that you can, especially with Garchomp drawing you so many cards, that's really cool. Ah, they did the thing. I think they see my plan. My master plan has been foiled. Okay, but that's a lot of Gatorade. Oh yeah, we're just slamming back Gatorades. Wait, is the plural of Gatorade Gatorade? Kind of like how the plural of Pokemon is Pokemon? Okay, and then, yeah, as long as we don't top deck an energy, then we should be okay. Right? I mean, they can obviously gust this Garchomp, and that's not great, but I mean, it's not great for them either. Yeah, it shuts off Munkidori and sucks a butt and all that. And it will allow them to do, the experience share, but it gives me an extra turn of monkeying around. Yeah, so the Gatorade is just Electro Power, but for fighting types instead of lightning types. And that's really good, because fighting types aren't in the best spot right now. Garchomp's like the best fighting type card we've had in a little while. Yeah, I think it's more accurate that it's more like Electro Power, because the power tablets, no one liked those cards. Electro Power. Countercatcher time. Yep, countercatcher time. Oh, what a shock. Okay, so it's countercatcher. They're knocking out this guy. They have essentially foiled my strategy. Wait, no, don't retreat. What are you doing? Retreating is bad. Right? They should absolutely not be doing this. Right? I think this is a bad decision. Because now I can just kind of wipe their board of Typhlosion. I mean, I know I can't do it next turn, so it's not like, oh, it's the worst thing they've ever done. They've lost the plot. No, it's not the worst thing. It's just, they can't one-shot a Garchomp. So this is interesting. And everyone hated Electro Power. I think Pikachu and Zekrom, out of all of the good tag teams, I think it was fairly balanced because it only had 240 hit points. It had a fighting weakness at a time when I think there were good fighting types. You know, we had Marshadow and Machamp. There's a Poffin. We have a Spiritomb. We're just gonna keep that secret and keep it safe. Again, if I knew I had the stupid thing in the deck, I would 100% use it. But we don't know that we have the... We know we don't have the Roserade in the deck, so we can't do it. Okay, so... If I Iono them to 4... I mean, yeah, I think we just attach to the Gabite. Iono them to 4... And then we can just hopefully get a Darkness Energy. Oh, of course not. All right. We'll go Champion's Call and get nothing. Awesome. Night Stretcher for... I guess I get the Garchomp this turn. I think that's the right call, just because I need to draw more cards. This is really bad. Awesome. I'm going to have to use... I'm going to have to super rod in my fighting energy just to get max value out of Crispin, I think, because I think we're out of... Yeah, that's all 5 fighting energy. So I'm going to have to use super rod to shuffle in the 1 fighting energy to make sure that I get max value from the... Well, actually, this could be good, right? Okay, that was great. Because now we can do all the things. We can take double KOs of Typhlosion. And they will know what hit them. But they won't know what hit them. They will know because they're probably paying attention to the game. But yeah, Typhlosion's just good. Right? Typhlosion is the second best new Destined Rivals deck. You know, Grimmsnarl's number 1 with Froslass. Typhlosion's number 2. Garchomp's number 3, baby. And then Mewtwo's number 4. Alrighty. Hey, we got the Crispin. Wait, does this mean I can do the thing? Because they shuffled it back in. Oh, we can get a triple Munkidori turn. This is amazing. Right? Yes? Yes? No. Come on. Why are you being like this to me? I thought we had something. I thought we had something special. Okay, so... I guess I Iono first. No, King Super Specs, wrong order. Iono first, then double KO. See, I'm smarter than the average bear. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 3, and then heal you again. 1, 2, 3, and then we retreat. Oh, yep, we don't retreat. We take our prize. Hopefully it's like an Ultra Ball or something. And it's an Earthen Vessel, which we don't currently want. So we retreat and then Corkscrew Dive. Well, yeah, we got the Picnic Basket. All right, so they're going to be able to attack with Dragapult. They will have to put 6 damage counter somewhere, though. Uh-oh. We are in danger right now. We're in a slight bit of danger, but as long as I don't bench anybody else, they're going to basically have to take 2 turns or 3 turns to win. Yeah, they're going to have to take 3 turns to win. They cannot win next turn. Right? Because if they don't knock out the Garchomp on the bench, then I just go Spiritomb Energy thingy thing. Unless they get the greatest, like I get the worst Iono in history and they get the greatest Iono in history. Slowpoke and Psyduck. I remember those days of trying to make all the tag teams work. Remember Latias and Latios, or Latios and Latias, which had that heart card that was worth like $1 million, but the card itself wasn't very good outside of wacky tag team road decks. All right. I have triple Munkidori. We are in the sauce right now. The question is, can you fit another counter catcher in the list? Yes, you can. Okay, so no Iono. Everyone, clench those cheats. You know what time it is. Clench the cheats. Make sure they whiff an Iono. If your cheeks aren't clenched, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna feel it's like the force, but the force of the cheeks. Oh, they're waffling. They're waffle stomping. They know they don't got it. They know that's GG. They know they've been bested by the pilot. Ah, crap. Okay, so we might lose. There is a chancey that we lose, and this is where the Toedscruel probably would have come into play. Oh wait, no. Yes? Yeah, we win. We win because I got Crispin. Right? Because, yeah, so as long as I don't top deck in energy, we win because of Crispin. Because I just go Draconic Buster, double Munkidori. Get wrecked, Arcanite. I know you're probably a viewer, but still, get wrecked. You know, you took 6 minutes more than me. You deserve that. Don't top deck a freaking energy. Oh, thank you. That was so close. That was so close. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered because we only needed one. We only needed the 2 Munkidori anyways. So I'll give him a thumbs up. Oh, who's the best? You know, oh, that Typhlosion's the #1 new deck. I think Garchomp's better because, you know, when it's in my feet, it's the best deck. Look at that. 260. 5,900 for PSA 10. That is nutso. You know, I probably could have wrapped this up a little bit earlier if we had the freaking Roserade, but we've prized it in back-to-back games. Doesn't matter. Tier 1 player here. Don't know if this will make it into the YouTube video because it's like a freaking 20-minute game. Because, you know, come from TCG Pocket, you know, those games take 2 minutes. You just hit the concede button if you don't go first. But here, games take 20 minutes, but they feel so good, like squishing lotion between your toes. Because I always try to keep the videos under an hour. I don't want videos to be over an hour. Well, you know, we'll see. Is there any crazy Garchomp list that I have prepped and ready to go? I don't think so. Like, I had like something. I thought I had like something crazy for Garchomp. Garchomp. I mean, we can do Garchomp Blaziken. Why not? Why not see how this goes? All right. Oh yeah, I don't have the new Torchic crafted yet. All right, and then we go Combustion. I'm about to combust all over the place. All right, there we go. And King Super Specs, I can definitely see that. You know, I can see going for a more offensive focus, but I think we're going to see a switch to like a 4-4-3 Garchomp, a 3-3 Roserade, 1 Spiritomb, 4 Gatorade, Defiance Band or Maximum Vote. We're going to see a much more offensive Garchomp once the Mega Evolution set comes out. And Clam Burglar, but it's a heart. Spread love. Okay, I do that every night with I Am Legend's mom. Okay, geez. What the hell is this start? Sorry, Munkidori. Sorry, bud. You're being sacrificed. It's for a lesser good, I assure you. You don't like monkeying around? Oh my god, this is what, 3 in a row with the freaking Dragapult? Okay, so wait, who's the grass energy for? This is a wait, who seriously, who's the grass energy for? What who's monkeying their Dory? Because I wasn't paying attention to the list. There's a grass energy? It must be for I have no idea. Let me double check. Oh, it's for attacking with Roserade. Yeah, that's what it is. For attacking with Roserade. Yeah, there. Thank you. Yeah, Jose, you were correct. It's for attacking with Roserade. That's a much better hand. Oh, did they? Ooh. I think that's GG because they sucked a butt. Anytime someone's butt gets sucked, trust your pilot is there. All right, so we just go into these guys. Hit him with the old power weight, and I guess that, and then Iono. Me and my dog, Meryl. I say Meryl. I don't know why I'm saying Meryl, but I'm saying Meryl. All right, TM Evolution, and then we just go Skitty. Skitty's evil and everyone knows it. All right, so let's go for the, yeah, we'll just, we'll get these. We'll what the hell? We don't have any, oh my God, we don't have any combustion. I know I should have, why didn't you check the, because you don't think you're going to prize your other combustion, okay? I thought I was being fun. But, like, Skitty seems so obvious. You know, Meryl is cool. Peekaboo, I never was, you know, I never noticed that because the internet wasn't around when Peekaboo was a thing. And Quilladin? No, because Blaziken doesn't accelerate Luminous. So if this was an Armor Rouge deck, then yes, the Armor Rouge does move around Luminous. Josh, that'll be worth like $2,000 in 5 years. Like there's literally no advantage to cracking product when it's gonna go up 200% in a couple of years. Anyone who tells you to open product is trying to get you to make a huge mistake. You do master sets? Oh, okay. So then why aren't you the top gifter if you're able to spend all this money? Wait, did you just cheered 145 butts? Thank you, nerdy girl. I can guarantee you that there has never been 145 women at one time watching one of my streams. So like that's 1 bit. Sorry, that's like 50 bits for every one woman watching the stream right now. And El Josho, I mean, hey, you never know. Logan Paul could have a kid who starts opening Pokemon products exclusively, and then everything skyrockets. And Josh, true. I will allow that. I will allow that transgression. All right, so let's start a prediction for the last game of the stream. And Jose was Skitty. And Atomic Waffle Stomp, I'm guessing you sold it before it went to like $6,000. All right, we are in there. I guess I evolve that one. And then we go. I mean, I probably just. Nah, I don't think we rare candy here. I think rare candy is unnecessary when we just got it like that. Alrighty, and then we go Garchomp on these nuts, and yeah, like what are they gonna do? They got nothing. You got nothing on me, bro. What do I have in the deck? They haven't done anything, so that's cool. I think I do want to get rid of the fighting energy, and then we got a rare candy. I mean, there's nothing I want, right? Like it's just garbage. We don't need it. It's just garbage we got here. We garbage, man. We got some garbage here. All right, let's just retreat and leave it up to the heart of the cards. That's what I always say. And Atomic Waffle Stomp, I'm glad to hear it. Apparently it's worth $2,000. So Garchomp is doing 290. We have the Munkidori, so if are they about to hit me with a Badoo? That seems like a bad idea. Do you want me to Draconic Buster a Badoo? That would be awesome. Okay. Come on with the Munkidori. Oh. You better be evolving into a Garchomp, or else this is going to go very badly for you, Davis. The protagonist of the second season of Digimon Adventure, the superior one, because the villain is actually insane, and you actually feel for them because they're not actually evil. Yeah, fight me. Digimon Adventure Season 2 is better than Season 1, even though Season 1's really good, but Season 2 is better. because the bad guy is actually complex. I didn't like the worm thing, though. The worm thing was kind of annoying. You hate this with Davis and Aquilamon? How dare you? How dare you? Vmon? Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Vmon is better than Agumon. I 100% agree. Aquilamon? Well, I mean, Anjamon's cool, but like Aquilamon? That's just such a cool name. Yeah, parakeets. Hey, my brain works in mysterious ways. Ooh, they went for an Itchy Paul, and that's not great. And they got the Watchtower. I mean, I get it. Watchtower makes sense. But it doesn't make dollars, baby. Jose, you... I wish nothing but disappointment for you in your life. I wish nothing but the worst. Okay, so let's just go Iono. Can I get a Blaziken? Can I get some chicken? What the hell is that? We got a card that doesn't exist. But the maintenance was earlier today. The maintenance ended earlier today. Okay, yep, that's cool. PDCGL, super well-made game, baby. I'm surprised it didn't resolve itself, though. Yeah, the secret card. Why isn't it resolving itself? That's so weird. Usually it's a loading issue. But I guess because I would expect this to happen when the online maintenance was happening. But like the maintenance is over. Maintenance ended a long time ago. And E-Rich, you can't. There's like 100 episodes. There's no way you can do that. Yeah, I think like a top 10 Amine moment is when Anjumon digivolves and beats off the guy. That's like a top 10 moment. Because like Patamon was always the weakest. And then it's like Anjumon just comes out and destroys the big bad. It's like, oh no, that's just like the first. That's just like the first. That's like a lower level bad guy. Yeah, there's a lot more. Alrighty, here we go. Will I ever find a darkness energy? Probably not. Watching at 2.5 speed, hey. Can't be mad about that. Okay, so we go Blazing Check-In. Combuskin. My Garchomp apparently doesn't have an ability. That's cool. And then... do I just hit him with a Draconic Buster? Seems like that's what we're doing. I mean, I could Bosses the Zard, or we can Draconic... I think we just Draconic Buster. Let's just go Seething Spirit, Draconic Buster. See, because we're not taking a knockout, which is... yeah, okay, that's cool. Thanks, PDC Jill. And then we just go Draconic Buster. I think this makes the most sense out of everything I could do. If I had a little bit more time to think about it, and if I knew what this card in my hand was, I would have probably made a different decision. But it's like, this version, I feel like it's half measures, right? You don't want to have the Blaziken. Like, I understand that it lets you use Draconic Buster a little bit easier. But it's like, you got to jam in another stage too. I'd rather just have Froslass. You know, if you're... Blaziken's just too much. I know, that was a joke. I was trying to, like, cover my butt in case I make an oopsie. Okay, so I think they're knocking out the Combustion. Okay, they're going for... oh, they're going for a 3-prize turn. They're going for the old 3-prize turn. That's okay, because all I got to do is knock out that Zard. Somehow. What do you mean I always make an oopsie regardless? You're not even subbed. You can't... if you're not subbed, you can't say anything bad. Captain. And Evil Evo, thank you. Where? You have to specify where. I need to know where before I agree to this. Okay, so let's get another Roselia. And then Poffin. I mean, I don't want the Gible, so we're just gonna hold off on that. And then we're gonna attach a nothing to the card. I wonder if it's a fighting energy. Nope, it's still broken. Okay, so we're doing 130. I have to get a darkness energy, but I can't get a darkness energy, so that means we gotta go for a draconic buster, everybody. Yippee! Just what I wanted to do. Okay, actually... No, I think this is the right play. I think we go Draconic Buster, and then we have access to Spiritomb. And this also doesn't let them monkey around. I think I could have played that a little bit differently, because I could have, you know, kept the Spiritomb a secret. I could have, you know, held the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. You know, if I just had a Darkness Energy anywhere, I think we're fine. Because then I just, you know, knock out with a Corkscrew Dive. And Evil Evo, will your eyes be open or closed? Flug? Flug? Thank you for the sub, Flug. If you have Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you have a free Prime sub, which you can use to support your favorite streamer. And Jeff Bezos pays us extra money. It's really cool. Wait, is this an Unfair Stamp build? I probably should have used that. Wait, is there another card that's... Hey, oh yeah, it's still a nothing card. How? All of my fighting energy are the same. How is this one card? How... This game makes no sense. All right, so we have game with Spiritomb. All I need to do is Arven for some balls, and we got it. Because there's no energy. Okay, that's fine. They can take a knockout, which will suck. They're going for the Blaze. Ah, that's not good. Wait, what? What were we talking about? Okay, so this is really bad. I really hope I have an Unfair Stamp in the deck. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. Well, here goes nothing. Hey, we do. Ah, get wrecked. Okay, so we go Rescue Board, and then Night Stretcher for a fighting energy. And, I mean, the Munkidori is going to screw us over. But I just have to go Unfair Stamp. If we could have just gotten a freaking Darkness Energy. That was the whole thing, was just a Darkness Energy, and it's GG. Alright, so we just go Corkscrew Dive and lose, I believe. I mean, we can win. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like Blaziken Garchomp. I think it should be either Garchomp Froslass or Garchomp Roserade Spiritomb. You know, it's... Yeah, I mean, I'm more excited to put a Reversal Energy in the deck and like 3 Roserade than, you know, a Blaziken with Garchomp, right? You saw that a slower, more methodical approach was much smarter. But the reason I lost this game is because of the Blaziken. Not because of the space it took up in the deck, but because it just gave them something easy to knock out. All right, here we go. That's not what I wanted. All right, Spiritomb, I believe in you. We gotta thin some things out here. We have 3 chances. 3 chances to get what we need. Why is there no Pheasantipity? Why is there no Pheasantipity in the deck? I could... No, I can't really do anything. Like, I could do... Nah, we have 3 chances to win, otherwise we lose. And we lost. That's cool. That's fun. You know, when you have a small % chance of winning, you don't win. Oh, so wait, who? Okay, we're just gonna end the stream. Nobody was interested in my prediction, so you know what? I'm just gonna end the stream. Yeah, that's what you get. Is nobody playing PTC Gel right now? Video Game House is. but I think Video Game House doesn't deserve, hasn't raided us. So we'll raid Moon Kitty. So enjoy Moon Kitty. The next time I stream, which will be either tomorrow or the next day, it will be Team Rocket's Hypno. I will come up with the worst build you've ever seen of Team Rocket's Hypno. I'll open that tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, don't play with Garchomp. Enjoy Moon Kitty Shira's stream. I will be back with Team Rocket's Hypno, even though I probably should be focusing on, you know, good decks that I can get fun, interesting YouTube videos of. But no, the YouTube comments, I will get bullied by the YouTube comments because you give me all my money. You know, Twitch people pay to watch me. The YouTube audience doesn't pay to watch me, but I make more money from the YouTube audience. So you can bully me into doing whatever you want. And I think that's the way the world should work.